Are you ready to embark on a journey of self-discovery and inner peace? Imagine a day devoted entirely to you, where you can escape the hustle and bustle of daily life and reconnect with your breath, body, and spirit. Welcome to Breath House, an immersive, one-day transformational experience. Join us on March 31st and discover why everyone is talking about breathwork. I will guide you through powerful breathwork techniques that will help you release stress, increase energy, and tap into deep sense of inner calm. My group coaching will help you get clear on your path and leave you inspired to take action. Our sound baths will cleanse your spirit and help you hit the reset button. You'll raise your vibration dancing to tribal deep house music, curated by our very own Jordan Handel. And best of all, you get to share this experience with an incredible group of individuals that will welcome you, inspire you, and hold you accountable to producing outstanding results. Whether you're new to breathwork or a seasoned practitioner, this retreat is for anyone seeking to deepen their self-awareness, enhance their well-being, and unlock their full potential. Don't let another opportunity pass you by. Reserve your spot today before they're gone, and I'll see you there. Are you ready to embark on a journey of self-discovery? I think once is enough. Hey, my man, how you doing?
I'm doing great.
You're gonna get in the head, right?
Keep it going. Just keep it going.
I can watch it, right, man? Those memories are so great. We've had so much fun together already.
Oh yeah, and that was just a thrown together mock one too. So
right,
I'm very excited for the real deal.
Yeah. Welcome everybody. First of all, thank you for jumping on and joining us tonight for this. It's awesome to be here and with one of my favorite people in the universe, Mr. Jordan Handel here. We just wanted to come on and talk with everybody a little bit. We've had some people ask me questions about breathwork and about Breath House, what we're doing with the retreat. So we thought it'd be fun to come on here together. A little QA also gives us a chance, an excuse to get together and chat a little bit about what we're doing, like why we're doing this, what it means to us. It's something we're really passionate about. And we're going to talk about some fun stuff tonight, like what it is, what you can expect, who should be coming to this, the different types of modalities we're doing, our passion behind it. Because I think, you can go to an experience, but Jordan will attest, we're two people that really are passionate about what we do. When we do these things, it's more than just showing up for us. It's really something that means a lot. It's, us putting our heart and soul into something we want to share with people and create a real experience that does leave you transformed. And so it's kind of fun. We want to share that tonight and show you guys our passion for that. And we're coming up on our 1-year anniversrsary, which is incredible, right? On the date of Breath House, which you told me last week. Yeah. So we met last year on March 31st on Easter when he was DJing dressed up like Jesus, DJ Jesus. And here we are coming back, and a year later, we're doing our own experiences together, man. It's truly an honor. Appreciate it, brother.
Yeah. I love how the universe works. And like you said, our, this journey down in Tulum that we took together with the guided breathwork journey that you created was just unbelievable and transformational in the way it helped everyone find themselves and really take all that they've learned through the course of the week and put it all together. And it was beautiful seeing everybody's just exuberance and just mind blown from experience from that. And that's kind of, that experience is like why we're doing this. It's, that was so big. We're like, okay, let's just take that specific period of time, expand upon it, and create a whole event around it, and then do it in Vegas, do it in anywhere we want, honestly. And so Vegas is the first place that we're going to try it out, of course, because we both live here, so it makes it really, really easy for us. But I definitely look forward to traveling the world with you and gifting this experience to so many people.
Oh yeah, man. I have so many visions of us. I see us all the time. It's like an obsession all day. I see us like all these awesome places in the world doing this. And, You know what's so cool, like you said, is doing the retreat, that was like literally a dream. I mean, that was such a dream for me, but it's one of those experiences that ends up being better than your dream, right? And like you saw me, I cried so much, man. I cried so much. But you had cried too. We were crying all the time with
Oh,
each other. So
yeah.
much joy, right? We were so happy. But it was such an incredible experience, and like it was just better than I could have ever imagined. And like the amount of like this is why we created like that way we created this breath house experience, because you get in these moments where you're like, wow, this is something really special. Like every single person connected. There was no friction. Everybody opened their heart to everyone else. They accepted everybody. Everybody, like, it's how many people said, including ourselves, I really get to be myself here. I feel like I'm safe. I feel people are, it's the first time I've ever got to be me. And you felt just this powerful glowing and this healing. And like people always talk about, especially, I do coaching for so long. They're always talking about like, oh, transformation, change. And people, it starts to get like, worn out. You don't really like believe it anymore. You think, oh, everybody says they're doing transformation. Oh, it's a transformational event. But that was, man, like every person can attest to it, that it was something different. And so, like you said, it was cool to go, how in the world do we keep doing this? How do we make it where we can do it more often? Because there's no way we're going to be able to fly down to Tulum all the time,
Mhm.
And it's crazy now being here looking back, because it's only been like 90 days. And we had no idea how to do it when we came back. We're like, what is this going to be? Like, everybody's like, what's the next thing? What's the experience? How are you going to do it? And we're like, I don't know. I don't know. We were trying to figure out another retreat, taking off again. And it's cool that it turned out being this, because now it just seems so obvious, right?
Mhm. Definitely. Yeah. And that's the way to go. Path of
Yeah.
least resistance and whatever just feels right.
Yeah. It's in flow, man. And it's like, and it's just like, we injected like the best medicine out of that experience, like, or the things we can put like in a prescription, like boom.
Mhm.
So tell me, for you, we've talked about this stuff a little bit, but where we're at right now, like, what does Breath House mean to you? Like, what's special about it to you? What's the thing that you're most passionate or excited about experiencing or providing with it? Because I know you and what you're passionate about, but with this, like, what is your specific thing you want to make your impact with?
Absolutely. Well, my for sure passion that has been steady for the last 13 years has been sharing music by the way of DJing and learning how to work with music to affect groups of people in many different environments. I mean, when I first started, obviously, like the party environment was really the only environment I knew how to or knew that was going to accept, the DJ structure. But
Hmm.
over the last few years, especially working with Dana over at Rooted Lounge and doing the new moon and full moon ceremonies every month at Ferguson, it really showed me the vast expanse of where DJing can be utilized and how to just play different types of music for different types of environments to invoke the feeling and the experience that you want. And for me, this over the last year has been transformational, honestly, in my routines, the things that I've started doing, ritualistic, habitualistic, or habitually, which breath work is one of them. I do breath work every single morning now. I feel weird if I don't.
Hmm.
It makes me feel so good. It's the best way to wake up in the morning. It's the best way to go to sleep at night if you're having a hard time going to sleep at night. And the cool thing about breathwork is that you can do different types of alterations of it to give you different types of feelings. You can do energetic breath work, you can do calming breath work, you can do somatic breath work, it's just there's so much that you can do with different types of breathing patterns. And
Hmm.
I'm just beginning to start diving into all of this as well. So I just get really excited, and just when I'm really excited about something, I want to share it with everyone.
Yeah.
Like a lot of people are like, I really want to, well, yeah, I mean, some people, they really want to become masters of things before they share it. I can't help myself, but like want to tell everyone about this breathwork thing and how
Yeah.
meditation has really helped, and how I can't honestly, I have a really hard time meditating without doing breathwork.
Yeah.
Breathwork is the way that I can clear my head enough to actually have really nothing going on in it. And that's so hard in our society to like completely clear our minds. And people are like, yeah, meditation sounds great, but it's not for me. Like, how am I ever not think about anything? And one of the things that whenever I do have thoughts coming in, is something that I learned from you in Tulum, which just kind of the asteroid type of analogy, that if it's, don't be mad at yourself for having thoughts during meditation. totally natural. And if you're mad at yourself, you're just going to kind of like throw interesting vibes in the mix. So like just see it as a thought and see it out. See it as an asteroid floating in and just going out, and then just kind of see it past. And that's just like a really good way of like acknowledging my thoughts, understanding that they're there, but not letting them continue to cycle.
Yeah.
And yeah, this last year has just been really, really beautiful for me, using all of the things from my past with DJing, with throwing events, with creating environments, and piecing them together with a more holistic and wellness style environment that really I feel so appreciated in. I love giving back to these environments. I feel good being in them, everyone around me. And it's just like the community, we do so much for like to try and build community, and sometimes it's really hard. And I've been in the, you know, in the music and the kind of the rave scene for a really long time. And yeah, you can build a community, but with the advent of the substances that are going on in the rave community, you can feel really connected there, but then you go home and you kind of feel alone.
Yeah.
Whereas in these communities, I feel like people stay together, and it's these practices that you're doing every single day, bettering yourself. And something just so cool about bettering yourself. You really want to talk to people about it and really want to share, and with
Yeah.
the right people, they'll accept that and be like, that's amazing, I'm going to try that and that, and here's what I've been doing. And it's just like it's
Right.
just exponential growth in these communities. And I'm excited to build this community with you in Vegas. Yeah.
Awesome,
Yeah.
brother. Yeah. And first of all, there's a couple of people ask questions. Christina, we're going to answer in a minute. I'll talk about the benefits of breath work because they're asking about like drilling down into that. So we'll definitely do that in a minute. We'll kind of talk about their specific things, but I want to comment on what you were saying. You know, it's amazing, like meditation wise, when we meditate breathing, you can't meditate without breathing. And it really is your breathing that affects what happens with your meditation, which we'll go to more in a minute. But like the thing is, if you sit down, it's like, if you think about it, when you start to get into an actual meditation where you feel like, oh, I'm relaxed, or I'm able to kind of calm my mind, it's because your breathing calmed down. There's no, you're never like panting and like, oh, I'm in a calm state of mind. So that's a big part, I think, of why breath work has become so popular right now. People, it sounds like woo woo, and people are like, oh, it's this trendy thing, but all it is we're just getting better at understanding how we operate. How our health works, how our biology works, what's happening with our mind based on stress. And it's just like when you can manage your breath, it's so simple. You just really start to clear your mind. And unfortunately, the level of stress we have on our body, the level of stress we put on it through our poor activities or behaviors and decisions, cause us to just literally be overwhelmed all the time, be depressed, be anxious. And then we don't realize, and we think that my mind is like this, so I'm breathing in this way. And it's the exact opposite. I'm breathing this way and I'm causing my mind to be like that. Because sometimes your body's unhealthy, so you breathe poorly. So you give yourself a depressed mind because you're not getting the oxygen you need. Or you're stressed all the time because you're always hurrying and running all over. So you've got that anxious breath. And then you have anxiety because you're telling your mind to panic. And it's crazy. So like these techniques, sometimes I think people think it's all, there's the stuff where you go really far in the journey, right? Everybody always goes to the nth degree, like, oh my God, I'm going to float out into space and go on another planet. And it's like, yeah, there's really amazing stuff that happens when you go deep in the work, but just at the base level, you actually can feel peaceful. You can actually take your stress and reduce your stress and like actually have a moment. Like I have so many people do this in the first 5 or 10 minutes. They'll go, that's the first time I've actually felt calm in a week, or I haven't felt this calm in like years. It's like just a 5 or 10 minute practice. We realize how poorly we breathe and how most people consistently carry a sense of stress and anxiety, and they don't realize that this physiology is off. And it's like, man, you can go and read all the books you want, go to all the classes you want to do everything you want in the world. And if you don't get this down, it's never going to feel right. I think that's why it's so powerful. Why I'm so passionate about it right now is like, I just love helping people. I feel called to do this. But something that's like, I've been doing this a long time. And you go through a lot of work, and people go through emotional stress, trauma, whatever their pain is in life. And it takes a while to go through that aching and paining and growing. And to be like, hey, let's do breath work for an hour. Bam. And you're like, I don't feel that thing anymore. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Or, oh my God, it's the first time I can actually see myself. I feel different. People cry for the first time in years. I think it's so powerful because it is transformational. And then you get to spend more of your time working on the things you want to build now. the answers you got. Instead of wondering, you have clarity, right? Because part of stress and anxiety is the unknown. Am I doing well? Am I doing it wrong? Am I good enough? And so for me, it's really awesome to be able to jump people quickly into that state of clarity and peace. And they go, let's work from here. Let's not work through trauma. Let's work through inspiration and through clarity and balance, right? So that stokes me about it. And it's gonna be fun, man. It's gonna be so fun, like sharing this experience. You and I, like when we're in this vibe in this space, we just work so well together. It's like it's our zone. And you get in there and it's like it's like a great musician or a great, group. It's like get in there and we just harmonize. And those spaces, man, I feel like I'm channeling who I'm supposed to be. So it's like it's addictive. You want to get back there. I would do it like every day, all the time,
100%.
Yeah. Yeah.
Definitely.
So I want to tell really quick a little bit about kind of like the benefits of breathwork, and let's kind of run through like kind of what the curriculum is, so we can kind of talk about like what people can expect that day. But that way, I answer this really quick, and it's one of the baselines anyway. So a couple of really simple things I always talk about with breathwork. People understand, so they know who it's good for, why you'd want to use it. So simplest number one thing, it's going to help you reduce your stress. There's two very simple points I'll make about this. One is that most of us overbreathe as a person simply. There's tests you can do, and if you track how many breaths you take, like an inhale and an exhale is one breath. If you count how many of those you do in a minute, most people are doing 20 to 30. A healthy person or a healthy breather is doing that like 5 to 7 times a minute. And so it's a total change in the way you feel. If you do this later on, I'll give you guys a task, like just take out a stopwatch or something on your phone, a little timer, turn on 60 seconds. Don't regulate your breathing, but just breathe in and out and count how many times you do that. And most people will be 20 to 30. And then if you then do another minute and you regulate your breathing and slow it down to be at like 7 or 8 breaths a minute, you will feel your entire body settle. And you'll go, oh my God, I've never felt this grounded or this peaceful. And you'll realize that you're running hot. And so one of the main things that breathwork does is it's helping us regulate our breathing back to where it's supposed to be healthy at that 7, maybe 8 breaths a minute. And it reduces your stress, which means your body's not killing itself and dying and aging. Because when you're stressed, you're releasing cortisol and adrenaline, which are the hormones that are there to help you fight or flight, but they kill you if they stay in your body. And we're running it all the time, like alcohol or drugs or smoking or something. It's constantly in the body. So you're just killing yourself. So breath work helps you re-regulate that and remove those toxins. Huge benefit. That's enough already, right? The next thing it does is it helps reset a lot of the systems in your body, because when the breathing goes right, the blood goes right, the oxygen intake goes right, the CO2 mixture, it's called the diffusion, everything starts to go through your body and it resets and kind of just gives you a reset of your entire biology, which is incredible. And the third thing it does, as you clear these things, as the biological toxins get out and the body starts to calm down, your mind turns on different parts of your brain, your neurology, different pathways, because it's not thinking panic, it's thinking, oh, peaceful, calm, curiosity, inspiration, happy thoughts. So it starts to get creative. And what happens is you work through a lot of the traumas and things that you saw, because you're not doing it from a place of pain or anxiety or overwhelm. You have clarity. So you look at the problem in a different way and you experience it like an enlightenment. You look at something with wisdom and your body's able to turn off a lot of the things. It starts to just release problems. You get to the main problems. It has breakthroughs. And then you also get some clarity on what you want to do in your life. You typically like, now I know what I want to do. I know why I've been holding back on this thing. There's something I've been blocking forever. I finally accepted or love myself. There's a big breakthrough of what you've been holding on to, because the stress makes you hold on tight. And so that's one of the really powerful, those that, there's even more, but those are the main things it does for you. So you just a total reset. Your new version's up like in like 30 minutes, 1 hour. And so it's incredible what we get to do and share. And with our journeys, well, we'll talk about it in a minute. We'll go back more. Our journeys are like really in depth what we do. And so like we make it a really powerful experience that goes beyond just the breath work, but it's sound frequency and sound healing and guidance and things like that. So you're really getting like an amazing sandwich of modalities and suggestions to help you heal and grow. Right?
Oh yeah. Best sandwich ever.
Right. Breathwork sandwich. That's awesome. Sandwich. So our curriculum, right? So we're talking about doing, basically we're going to start at noon, but we're really going to start like a little bit later. We'll get people to kind of get going. We'll probably start at 12:30. But we're going to do group coaching. We're going to do some body activation, get ourselves moving and grooving. We're going to do a sound bath, and then we're going to do breath work and your beautiful tribal deep house music. Your music will be going the whole time, but that's when we get to get up and have the whole concert, which is going to rock.
Oh yeah.
By the way, my favorite clip in the trailer is, music by Jay Handel when you're doing your thing and dancing at the retreat.
Yeah, I like the second one when we kind of end, and yeah, that's such a good memory for me.
I know, man, that was such a great time. So great. But so what we're going to do basically is we're going to break out the day. We'll have a couple hours of group coaching at the beginning. It'll basically be me kind of working on some stuff, coaching with you for a while, but then we're going to have an exercise, a group exercise. So everybody gets together, break up in groups and share community. So we'll work on some stuff together, learn about each other, share experiences, and create that growth and that tribe that really helps elevate the experience, right? Because shared experiences are always much richer, especially when you're in an environment like this and you're opening your heart and learning and growing together. So that'll be super cool. So we'll do group coaching. It'll be focused on peak performance, mindset, helping you break through on wherever you are and need to be right now. Mm-hmm. Body activation, we'll be doing a little bit like some Kundalini yoga, some other activations to get the body going. Everything we're doing is about raising your vibration. We got a master of Sonic here, Mr. Sonic Guide. And we both everything that happens, your energy, it's all the chakras. And so everything we're doing is working through basically like you'd think energy going through your body, a conductor, and it's cleansing it out from your root chakra to your crown chakra. And so whether we're doing it psychologically, we're doing it frequency, we're doing it with body, we're doing it with breath. Everything is taking it through in a different level, in a different way, but we continue to raise the vibration and just keep cleansing that core. So after the group coaching, we'll do the body work. Then we'll do lunch. We're going to have some cool food trucks, bring in some awesome health things, probably like smoothies, tacos. What's that other word?
Masubis. Yeah. My friend Nico Eats. He's going to be busting out his food truck for the first time. He's just got a new food truck and he does awesome. He's going to do vegan masubis as well as vegan tacos. They're like kind of Asian style tacos. It's he's one of my favorites. He's so good.
That's dope, dude. I'm excited for that.
And then
kava.
Probably have some kava as well.
Does you kombucha with kava or just kava?
Just kava.
Kava. Okay,
yeah.
Cool.
We could probably get some kombucha over there as well. Just probably some liters of kombucha and just
that'd be easy. Just do
one. Yeah.
Yeah. Got like a smoothie. I'm going to grab the people from Smoothly. Is that Smoothology here in Vegas are going to come and set up a smoothie thing with acai bowls and all that stuff. So that's going to be pretty awesome.
Nice.
Yeah. Nice little good vibe. So then we get everybody full. And then after that, it's light eats. That's why we're doing it. It's not too heavy. And then after that, everybody will come back and after that, we're going to do the sound bath. And so we'll do get to lay down, chill. We're going to do we'll bring you back and we're going to work into some stuff first. We're going to come back and obviously get back into the space and tensions again, make sure we're focused, then have an awesome sound bath, lead that right into the breath work. Breath work will last about an hour. Sound bath will be about 40 minutes. And then we'll do a Q&A afterward, talk about it, unpack what you experienced in the breath work. Because it's always powerful when people want to come out and share. And sometimes you need to process right afterward and integrate, right? It's very powerful in a beautiful way.
And show them why the breathwork journey is just so impactful. It's because we have headphones for everyone.
Yeah, exactly, right.
And so we get to totally have sensory deprivation to your outside world. We throw all of the sound bath, all of the mics through the receiver, which goes through these silent disco headphones. Bring some an eye mask or anything to put over your eyes, and you are completely internal in the zone with us, and everyone's just in their own little journey. And that right there is just what takes it to the next level, because you can't hear anything else other than what's going on, what you're supposed to for that experience. And so it just centers everything. You have no outer perspective. All that exists is internal, and it's just
you lose your body. That's what's so great about you. Your body goes away and you become what they say, that sense of floating, because you become just focused on the sound of being in that moment. So your body's just gone after a minute after a little bit of the breathing. That's what I love.
Yeah.
The thing too is your music. It's we're curating an amazing playlist. So this takes you very much on a journey. It's not just like saying that, like every song and everything scripted is to take you very specifically through a thought experiment to help you break through and to go through each chakra and lift you up to a certain place. So you're getting an internal massage. It's like psychological, spiritual, physiological, biological. And so Jordan will be playing the music. I'll be like guiding. We'll have other sounds and things that are layered over in different levels. We'll have actual, music coming from outside. You'll hear like it coming back in. It's pretty powerful. Just like one of those things, like your sensory overload in a positive way that shuts off that noise in your mind. It's like, you're going to listen to me. Right.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Just
these are awesome.
Positive somatics, just basically throwing that sacred geometry structure, sacred geometrical structure into all of your cells and all of the water in your body. It's 70% of your body. And that all reacts with the sounds. That's why, these bowls and these gongs are so amazing, because they vibrate the water in your body and create somatic structures. And yeah, it's a beautiful thing, and it can be very, very healing.
Yeah, it's gonna be a blast. And like, I'm excited because I'm creating a new journey right now. So like, it's the part of going through the music and like finding music that matches with the story, the thing we're going to guide through the visualization. So that's always like, the visualization that's layered underneath the breathwork journey. So you're breathing, there's a certain intention of where you're going, and a reason you're taking that journey to relieve something, release something, or to find something. And it's so fun putting that together because, they get to see it for the first time, but it's going to be a really good one. I'm stoked, especially for the vibe, what we're doing. It's going to set a good bar for us.
Yeah, I mean, we've already set that bar, so we're good. We just want to share it with as many people as possible.
Yeah, hell yeah! And then your music, man, I'm super excited. I love when you DJ, and you get to do some good stuff underneath. I mean, under the mountain, the Lone Mountain, right? Like Cliff's place right there, like at the bottom of the mountain with the moon. Like we're gonna have, I think we're waning crescent. I looked. It's not a full moon, but it's gonna be a good sky, and it'll just be beautiful over there.
Yeah. I haven't looked where the moon is in its cycle, but yeah, that location is beautiful. Lone Mountain right behind us. Beautiful turf to frolic around on. There's even a pool if you want to do some cold plunging.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Yeah, that's gonna be amazing. Cold plunge there with the smoothies.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Just internal, external cold plunge right there.
Exactly right.
But yeah, it's going to be cool to just like to end out this whole experience with celebration and dancing and a big group hug at the end that, everyone can feel each other after we've all just been through it together, and with some dance and just shake it all off. And yeah, it's just like a perfect combination of everything that we really love to share. So
yeah, it's gonna be awesome, man. And it's like you get to go through so many different layers of kind of like, like you go to a massage, like a spa to get things done. And this kind of like you get a whole cleansing of the body, right? In every way, from, your mind, to your body, to your spirit, the physical, the breath. I love how you do this. So it's gonna be lots of fun. I was just checking to see if anybody had any other questions. I looked on there and somebody asked when it was. So I'm gonna say the time again, and it'll be on the website. So it is March 31st. It's going to be actually on Easter Sunday, from noon till 9 p.m. And so basically how we were kind of just breaking down the schedule, I won't go through the whole thing again, but basically we do a couple hours from noon, or 12:30 we'll start, and then we'll have lunch at 3:15. So about like 3 hours in, we'll be eating. We'll have 45 minutes for lunch. We'll come back, and then we'll have a couple more hours of doing stuff, the sound bath, the breath work, stuff like that. And then when we get to like about 6:30, 6:37-ish, somewhere in there, we'll start, Jordan will start playing music. So we'll get up, do a little something together, dancing. We may have a special guest. I don't know if we can say anything about that yet.
Not yet.
Okay, not yet, but we may have a special guest coming in to do something fun with us for the dancing part, kind of to, move us through. Because look, I like my dancing, but I'm not going to get up and put you guys through that and make you have to watch me teach you how to dance. But we're going to do something fun. And either way, so like around 6:30, 6:45, Jordan will start playing music. And then it's going to be a good time. We get to celebrate. The next couple hours are kind of free for us to dance together, enjoy his music, celebrate, enjoy some food, some drinks, take some awesome pictures, maybe do some testimonials. But that's it. Just going to have some fun afterwards. So like, at that point in time, everybody gets to just enjoy being together and enjoying the community, which that's a big part of it, is coming out of this and then uniting and sharing those experiences together and building those relationships, because you will make some really, truly amazing relationships and friends in these experiences.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's definitely one of the reasons, for this whole thing is just to build our community, and gather people who care about bettering themselves and exploring new ways of living, new ways of uh, healing themselves, and just like creating new community around that. Because that's the year we're in, is, detaching from old ways and really setting up your future in this, new earth realm that we're evolving into. I won't get too deep on that, but it's very important for us right now to just really cultivate new positive practices for ourselves, to show the universe that we want what's best for us and that we're ready for change.
Yeah.
And a huge way of doing it is just gathering like-minded individuals who are into the same things, and just feel the same frequencies together, and really create that that group soul feel. Yeah, there's just so much positivity in doing this type of thing.
Yeah.
I'm just blessed to do it with you, and you know have had the things that I've learned in my life that have really just like you know uh,
Prepared you.
yeah, gave the pathway to this. I never thought that starting DJing 13 years ago I'd be doing this modality. So that's
Right.
just awesome. It's amazing. It's wonderful, just the transitions that the universe can take you through if you're open to them.
Yeah. Same here, man. I'm doing this for over 2 decades, like coaching, consulting, managing stuff. And I've always had a faithful side, a spiritual side, but I never really had like, well, I was, in business a lot of times, it's like, especially the way it used to be, it's like you keep all that stuff out, right? You got to be a business person in a suit. You got to have a certain persona, wear a certain mask.
Mm-hmm.
And in the past, like 10 years for sure, a little bit more than that, I've really felt a calling to, this is more of a calling to be spiritual, like meditation, the breath work, leaning into these things and like really understanding and talking about with my clients more about not religion, but like, do you have an accountability? Do you feel like there's something bigger than yourself? Because I think that's where we have accountability, where we have integrity. It's right when you think like, oh, there's something bigger than me out there. There's more, there's a bigger plan to this thing. And it matters like how I act and who I am, my integrity, my honesty, my character. If I think with my heart, I'm kind and I go out in the world and want to make a positive impact, it makes a difference. You can see it in the people we know, ourselves and stuff like that. When you live like this and you look to be the best version of you each day, of yourself, when you care about other people, when you look to better yourself and to provide space for others to be better, and you have patience and empathy and understanding for other people, you live a different life. And it's like, it's inspiring to want to teach that to people or to share that with people, because it's important. Because when you don't live it, most of the time your life is a struggle and you're overwhelmed and unhappy. And that's a real bummer that, you want anybody to like miss their opportunity in life just because of whatever their situation is or what's been put upon them. But we are in a place right now where, because of the stress, how much stress and overwhelm and how life has become very complex, everybody's seeking an answer, because either one, they're interested in looking for it, or because the stress has become so heavy. I mean, like stress, our biggest epidemic. People are dying like crazy, each year from just stress, and well, not just stress, but from stress alone. And
Yeah,
we need it. So it doesn't matter why people are coming, whether it's spiritual growth, whether it's a breakthrough, where it's clarity, like I just want to try to be healthier and stay alive. Doesn't matter the reason. When you come, it works, and it's awesome that people are seeking it, because I think we're in a perfect time for people to embrace it, so that we can actually see a shift in things.
yeah.
There's times in life when we're open to ideas and we're able to embrace them and make the change, and sometimes it's just not ready yet. And I think we're ready.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely, absolutely, well said. Yeah, one of my favorite things about telling people, when I tell people about you, is just how good of a bridge you are from business to spirituality. A lot of times, spiritual teachers, if you're living in this, this 3D realm that we're in, which, we have bills, we have work, we have, real life things that we have to take care of. And I feel like a lot of the spiritual environments are so devoid of that, and just like really just focused on, it's just kind of like its own little world of, wellness and betterment, which is amazing. But I love how you tie how to use all of that in this 3D space that we're in. And I love how you offer ways for people, for big business owners and workers and people who are entrepreneurs and people who are getting after it, people who really want to make a difference for themselves monetarily, professionally, how you can intertwine spirituality and spiritual practices with that so that you just better both sides. And I love that aspect of your practice is just that, that molding business and spirituality. It's been really important for me too, because I care about both sides as well.
Yeah,
So.
thanks, brother. I really appreciate that, man. It's been, like I said, it was an evolution to get there, right? To figure out how it actually can apply or how it's not offensive. Because it's like, I never want to tell anybody what to do. I just want to keep getting them curious and interested and pursuing knowledge. Here's the architect back there.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's downstairs tearing somebody up. But like figuring out, and the great thing is really a lot of times, a lot of my clients are really high performing executives and they're making lots of money. I mean, they've got everything on paper, multiple homes, millions of dollars, just everything you would want if you looked at it on paper. And a lot of them come to me like, I'm unhappy. I'm unfulfilled and I don't know what's going on. And when we get to it, within 4 to 6 weeks, really quickly, they're like, oh my God, money doesn't matter. It's not that it doesn't matter, but they go, it's not the money that matters. It's these other things. And the money becomes a byproduct. And they realize it's about being a good person, having an impact on their family and the world around them and things like that. And so I started to realize like, oh, this is awesome. This is necessary. And it doesn't matter. It's not denominational. So it's not like you got to be my belief or it's just believing in something, believing more in yourself, believing in, I say God because it's, it's what created everything. It's, it's like, it's ourselves, it's us, it's love, it's everything together. It's the unity, the love, the light, the kindness. And that's really why, like, I thought it'd be cool. It just happened divinely when we're looking at dates for this first date to be on Easter Sunday. I consider myself like a Buddhist Christian. There's things about everything, like every religion, everything has truth, it has beauty in it. And there's things that have been translated and there's stuff that close us off. But if you look at the overall, again, it's love, it's light, it's empathy, it's kindness, it's caring. It's you don't think anything negative, and you're trying to, like the Buddhists say, non-attachment, do no harm, and speak. It's like do no harm to everybody. It's like just always look for a way to be present or be kind, be doing something good, be putting something forth that betters yourself or others. And that's really what it's about. And so I think it's awesome. It's like a 1 year anniversary for us. How crazy. We met like 2 Easters. We already got 2 Easters in 1 year. We get to do this thing on Easter. I think it's a great way to celebrate this with anyone, no matter what their belief or system is, but like a coming together of like a real unity of like transforming and love. Yeah, dude, it's gonna be fun, man.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I'm very, very excited.
So I know you got to go DJ in a little while. So you got an event tonight at Cherry Rooftop at Paris, which is awesome. Anybody that's local, go check this guy out. We saw it last week. It's unbelievable. And the space is so incredible.
Yeah, it's beautiful. I'm very, very blessed to be playing there in an amazing environment, in an environment that doesn't have the best rap for being positive, I would say. Vegas, especially on the Strip, there's a lot of debauchery. So I really feel an honor to be able to spread good energy in a place like that and really show people that you don't have to, listen to, negative vibrational music in order to have fun with your friends, your family, or whatever. Like I see this as, just the start of a new transition of how people seek entertainment and have good times with their friends. So I'm just very blessed to be in the place that I'm at and doing both sides. I'm a Gemini. I love having multiple things going on at multiple times. So having, wellness events and then also be able to DJ for nightlife is just really cool. And having a new understanding of myself and what I'm doing and not letting myself, succumb to the distractions that come with nightlife, and to be able to do it with a very clear head and just pumping out love and gratitude energy while I DJ. It's just I feel I feel like I'm doing a lot energetically without really having to try that hard, other than just playing music for people.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Awesome, man. Yeah, that's great. You're rocking it, and you've got a positive, amazing light about you, which is great. So you always bring like a sense of kindness, and you're amazing, man. You're so talented with music. That's why I said it was crazy. Like when we met, because I had been like putting stuff together for the event, like for the retreat. And I was like, I told you, I was like, it just felt like, it's like, there's something else I need. Like all the things that we had, all the pieces were good, like the activations, like breath work or yoga or sound healing, whatever was going on. But I was like, but the thing is, it breaks it up. It's like all pieces that are separated and scattered all over the place. Like this is over here and that's over there. And I was like, man, we got to have the glue. I was like, I got to have like, I just feel like if you're going to be in any experience, music is the thing that ties it together, right? You look at any good movie, you look at anything. It's like the music ties together that experience and tells you where you're going and it holds you. I feel like it cradles you through the experience so you can be present and you can let go of the other thoughts. And man, I heard you like DJ. I came to saw some of your stuff at Rooted. I was like, oh my God, that's the guy. And it's not just because it was like, oh, it was music that was needed. It was you, man. You've got an ability to feel a space, like walk into a space and instantly. Yeah, it was always cracking because like we go places and I walk in and like at the retreat, the house we were in, the upstairs, like we had like I've been up there so many times. There's like a rooftop, with just like chairs and stuff, really big rooftop, but stuff just scattered. And we walked up there and like it's a decent space. Nobody ever used it. And the last night we come up there, all of a sudden there's music. You moved a couple things around, set some stuff up, brought like a couple of lights, changed a thing. It was like the most awesome like lounge. Like somebody had built a lounge out of nowhere in like 10 minutes. You just have this ability to look at stuff and to create the ambiance, create the vibe, understand how you feel how the vibe is moving. You're very intuitive. And it was so great with me, man, because I love and respect that already for what we're creating, which makes it masterful. You're brilliant at it, but at the same time, you read me really well. So like, I don't even have to say anything to you. I go in and you've already got the vibe playing for me, the sound coming in, like you're moving this stuff. I'm like, dude, it's amazing. Like if I sat down and tried to tell you what to do, it wouldn't come out even as brilliant as you get just intuitively. And so I'm so grateful for you, man. It's awesome working with you. It inspires me because it pushes me to be better, right? Because I'm not thinking about that. And also it like surprises me and inspires me. So I'm like, oh man, like, well, I'm going to do my best. You're doing your best. And we kind of just play off that. It's very, it's an exhilarating place to be in with you, man.
Yeah. Yeah. Divine timing for sure. We met each other at the perfect time when we were both ready. And yeah, we just flow together effortlessly. And that's how life should be.
Yeah, dude. It's awesome. So, why don't I do like we do a little breath work? We'll do some little breath work session with everybody. Yeah. We'll kind of like talk about what we're doing a little bit before, and then we'll close out here in just a little bit, check some things, see if we have any more Q&As. But so we respect everybody's time, but I'm so grateful for everybody coming in to do this with us and to chat. So a couple of things real quick, and then we'll go into some breath work. Cool. So again,
get some water real quick.
Yeah, run for it. So I'll put this ticker back up for us just so you can see this. Makes it easy for a minute. So right now, the website to go to is just breath-house.com. We will, I'll put that up here in the chat. Actually, I'll put it right now for everybody in the chat. So if you want to check out more information on the event, if you want to register, get tickets, that's where you go. It's breath-house.com. You can also go to all of our socials, go to my website, brettbaughman.com, and go to Action Mastery Events, go to Breath House. You'll see it everywhere. But we got a special going right now. If you get your ticket tonight, use the code LUCKY, LUCKY, you'll get $50 off. Okay. So we've got our general admission. We've got a couple buy one, get ones with some specials and stuff in there. You'll see when you go to the website page and you go to buy tickets, it shows you everything clearly. Don't worry about that. I'll be safe. That's just a werewolf behind me. That's what it sounds like. Always give me a heart attack. So anyway, so that's the event, March 31st, starting at noon. Information, everything is on the website. If you guys have any questions, you probably know us, or you're connected to us some way. Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, one of our things. Just send us a message. We got time. There's weeks left. We'll make sure you get you in for the event, but it's going to be incredible. If you're in town and can do it, definitely come by. We have a limited amount of tickets. The space is big, but it's not that big. So we're hoping to fit everybody in, but it's going to be a blast. And then we're going to, at this event, we'll be revealing the next one we're going to be doing, but we're kind of working all that right now. So we'll tell everybody when you get there, but it's going to be lots of fun. We still have
the 2-for ticket, the friend ticket, correct?
Yeah. Buy one, get one.
$150, you get 2 tickets.
Yep. 144 and 44 cents. 144.44.
4444.
Less than $75, you get to have all the experience.
Yeah.
So it'll be great.
With you and your friend.
Yeah. It's the best way to do it. Share it with somebody.
Yeah.
So we're going to do a little bit of breath work. If you've done breath work with me before, you know how this goes. If you haven't, I'm going to run through a couple things real quick here. And this will also is good to learn right now because it's going to apply to when we do the experience anytime you do breath work. Okay. So couple things, contraindications. That means like anything you need to be aware of or worry about with health. So number one, if you've got any health issues you think is questionable, it's always good to just sit it out. Talk to your doctor first and make sure you're safe. If you have a respiratory problem, like breathing thing, asthma, it might not be good for you to do this because it can it can be, you're going to be breathing a lot, hyperventilating, kind of what we call it, like it's chosen hyperventilating. And so it could be dangerous. I would sit it out and talk to a doctor first. If you're pregnant, you want to talk to a doctor, or don't do this at all. If you're on your moon cycle, anytime you do it, there's certain breathwork techniques that maybe you want to do and not do. The one that you don't want to do is called breath of fire. It's a fast breathing, like where you're blowing. It's an activating breath, and that can cause uncomfortability, cramps, different things if you're going on your cycle right now. So what you would do is skip doing that breathwork technique, and you'll do a different one called alkaline breathing the whole time as we go through, which we'll talk about in a second. Other than that, if you have any like severe mental issues like schizophrenia, anything major like that, you want to be careful and sit out because it can aggravate certain symptoms or certain behaviors and issues with that. Beyond that, you're gonna be totally fine. Okay. So here's the main thing to talk about with breathwork, what to experience and kind of to know overall. Number one, you're in charge of it. It's your breath. So I'm just guiding you. It doesn't matter what I'm telling you, what the music is, what we're trying to do. You're in complete charge. You can just sit here and watch us. You don't have to breathe at all. So as we go through stuff, I'm going to be guiding you and challenging you, but you're always in control. So if at any point in time, if something's too intense, just slow down your breathing to normal, stop the technique we're doing, go back to normal breathing, like inhale through your nose, not your mouth. And as you just calm your breathing, you come right back, and whatever you're feeling or doing, you'll just return to normal pace very quickly. Okay. So not a big deal, but I will challenge you to stick in this longer. Because the thing is, just like in most things in life, until you break through, until you hit an obstacle, a wall, you start breaking a sweat, you don't really have any transformation. You really don't have anything that grows or switches for you. The breakthrough comes in that discomfort. So I call it your edge. It means when you get to that point where your mind starts saying, I can't do this, it's too much. Oh my God, I'm breathing, my fingers are tingling, and different things happening. Whatever's happening, you're telling yourself something and trying to pull out of the experience. The most important thing you can do, and this goes for breath work, and this goes for all of life. When you learn this technique, it'll change your whole life. And when you learn this with breath work, you'll start doing this in all of your life, which you'll notice a huge shift in your stress level and your personality, because we get edgy and we get fearful all the time because we're too panicked. So what I want you to get good at doing is witnessing. That's what Jordan was talking about a little while ago. When you meditate and your mind's busy, we don't always have to engage with everything that happens, what we feel, what we think, what we see. Sometimes you can observe it because there is a spirit inside of you. It doesn't matter what you believe about anything. This is just a scientific fact. There's a part of you that can observe you. You can right now imagine yourself sitting in your chair or your seat or your bed or whatever you're at. You can imagine seeing that. That's that part that stays there. And there's the physical part. So you have to get good at when something happens, observing it, stepping back and going, oh, look at what I'm telling myself. Look at what I'm thinking. Look at what I'm feeling. Look at how I'm behaving. And when you get good at doing that, you realize that you don't have to react to it so quickly. You can choose how you want to think or feel. That's one of the powerful things that breathwork will start to teach you. So as you go through this process, if you start to think, I can't do this, I need to breathe more, this is too much, I'm feeling that I'm getting numb on my hands or whatever, observe it. Go, oh, interesting. Look at that. Brett talked about this. Here I go. I'm having this talk. It's going through this busy, chaotic noise in my mind. Or, oh my gosh, I'm clenching my fists. Incredible. Look what it's making me feel like. And all of a sudden you'll realize you've been looking and doing that for 10, 20, 30 seconds. You go, wow, I thought I was going to have to stop 20 seconds ago because it was too much. And now it's been a minute and I'm watching myself think about it. And that's when you leave your body. That's when you step outside and start to have more control and go, oh my gosh, I can change the way I feel. I have much more control than I realize. I can step out of something and see that I'm not behaving or feeling the way I want and make adjustments. And that's where you become really empowered. Okay. So as you go through the process, you want to try to ride your edge, because when you push through that, that is the breakthrough. And all of a sudden, the traumas you're going through will start to be present to you in a clear manner instead of being in a panicked, emotional, overwhelming manner. You'll get clarity on things you want to do. You start to reset those systems we were talking about earlier. The toxins start to come out. So the more you go into that, the more benefit you get. And you're going to realize that very quickly as you practice this, you can go much further than you think. You're not in a danger zone. It's just we all usually try to quit really soon. And so once you break through, you realize how powerful you are. And then all of a sudden you feel in a really good state. You're like, I feel incredible. It's like light is inside of you and you feel healed. You're breathing differently and more clear. And you're like, oh my God, my body feels amazing. So Physiologically, a couple things you may experience when you do breath work. You get a little tingly. Sometimes you can start to feel a little bit lightheaded. You can have this thing called tetany where your hands start to cramp up or your arms or legs. It's normal because you're over oxygenating your body is all you're doing. You're taking in so much oxygen that it's filling up the blood and it causes the body to do that. There's nothing wrong with it. It's actually really healthy for you. It's just, it's uncomfortable because it's new.
Feels
um,
great.
I love it. I love it. I was addicted. Like every time I do breath work, it's like going for the tetany. Like, got to get to the tetany because then I know we break through to you do that, and all of a sudden, when you
Yeah.
get to see yourself doing this, you know your body's going. You're like letting go of it, and you're going to that place where you're just clear. And sometimes it takes, just know people that, when you're doing this, you don't have to go there. Don't have to push there, and it does take time to get there. It's a muscle. It's a practice, but you can get there pretty quickly if you just trust. I have been doing a lot of these guidings with a lot of people. Even though you're over there on the other side of a computer or a phone or whatever right now, I know what I'm doing and I know where you're at. We're not going to be doing anything ever long enough like this where you could go too far. So if you just follow what I'm telling you, all you're going to experience is what we're all going to, that we understand. It's something we can measure because we're doing a certain length of time. As you get longer, there's bigger effects, but we're doing those in person. We're going to do an hour, hour and a half live in person. We're going to do like 10, 15 minutes here. So you'll get an experience, but it's not like what you would do in person. So you don't have to really worry. All you're going to do is have positive breakthroughs. So anyway, that's all the goodies on the process. So here's how we're going to do it. We're going to do just 2 techniques tonight to keep it really simple. We're going to do breath of fire. Breath of fire is breathing rapidly out your nose, mouth closed, where you have strong breaths and you're pushing the air out of your nose. If you were trying to blow something off your finger or off your nose, like trying to blow it off like that, and your diaphragm down low should punch. It should be strong feeling. Okay. Now, again, if you're a woman, if you're maybe on your moon cycle, you may not want to do this because it can be aggravating. I would just do alkaline breathing, which we'll talk about 1 second. Okay. But breath of fire, what we'll do is we'll do 1 round where it's just breathing normal to the beat, like breath, 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 breath. And I'm going to guide you just like that. And then we're going to do double time. Breath, 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 breath. So we'll take each other, we'll follow right through together. Then the second breath we're going to do is alkaline breathing. Breathe in through the nose, breathe out through the mouth. So, and it's big, deep breaths. Anytime you're doing any breath work, one of the keys is intentional, purposeful breathing, paying attention and breathing better. So the thing is, when you breathe in healthy, big breaths where you want to take in all the air in the room. I call it a mountaintop breath, where it's like you're smelling in the mountaintop air or some apple pie or something in your home that's incredible, and you just want to smell it all. And then when you breathe out, you let it fall. Nice open mouth, empty tank. The other key is you want to breathe horizontally so that your lungs are opening this way, not going this way with shoulders cramped up. That's not a healthy breath. A healthy breath is when your chest expands this way and your lower stomach is coming out. You'll get used to it. So alkaline breathing, then we'll do double time. In, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, breath, 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 breath. So super simple. We're going to do 3 rounds. On the first 2 rounds, we're going to do an empty tank breath hold. What that means is at the end, I'll tell you, like, there's a point where I'll say, take in your biggest inhale, sip in some more, and hold it. And then I'll say exhale and hold. You're blowing out the air, and we're going to do a hold with the air blown out of your lungs, called an empty tank breath hold. It's really good for your body, really good for resetting the toxins we were talking about earlier. So we'll do that. We're going to go for like about 1 minute to 1.5 minutes. We'll do that twice, that whole thing twice. And then the last one, we'll just do a breath hold where we go in and hold it in. We won't let out. We'll hold all the air in a full tank breath hold. That's it. So this will kind of give you an experience. You're going to, if you do it right and you follow the pace that I'm giving you, you will have an experience of like releasing something, stress going. You'll have a little bit of tingling and some stuff. It'll be kind of fun. So let's jump in, listen to some good music. We'll run through a couple rounds of this, and I'll see you on the other side. All right.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I'm excited to do this. I love whenever we get to do breath work again, right? Another excuse.
My cat's going to join me.
Oh, nice. Nice. Love it. All right, here we go, kids. Ready with the fire? Here we go. Breath. 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 Out the nose. Strong diaphragm. Breath. 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 Nice. Keep going. Now double time. Breath. You got it. Keep going. Nice. For outline, breathing in through the nose and out the mouth. In through the nose and out through the mouth. In through the nose and in through the nose and out. In through the nose and out. Good, strong breaths. Take in all that air. Big breaths. You should start to feel it now. Take a big push. Activate now. Good. Deep breaths. Let the lungs expand. Double time. In, out, in, out, in. Strong breaths when you inhale. Good. Keep going. Good. Now taking your deepest inhale. Deep inhale. And some more. Hold it. Now exhale. Hold. Hold right there. We're going for a minute and a half. If you can't hold your breath, it's okay. Just return to normal breathing. But if you can, stick in it. Let everything else go. Relax. Tension in your forehead. Just let your jaw relax. Imagine the sun warming your shoulders. And let's drop. We're going to take our recovery breath. 3, 2, 1. Follow breathing. Breath of fire. Just out the nose, strong breaths. Got this thing. Fill up your body. Good. We're going strong breaths. And now we're going to do this. Good. Out to the mouth. Good. Getting ready for double time. Just a moment. Good. Now double time. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Big strong inhales. Remember, going strong. Got this. So much. Right. Next inhale. Maybe some inhales in. Good. There's nowhere else you need to be. Nothing else you need to do. You are powerful. Stay a little longer. Just observe, just watch. Just ask yourself. What is the answer? Just see what you feel. You're so powerful. Every breath. With that feeling of acceleration, definitely start to feel this now in the hands, mind, moving, all the parts of your body. Getting ready to go into round 3. Just a moment. Started. we go with round 3. Breath of fire. Here we go. Big, strong breaths. Remember, breathe in everything in the room. Good. We're going to go to double time. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Roll in. Now we're going to take your biggest inhale. Take it in right now on your next inhale. Sip it all in and hold it. Ready for our breathwork in 3, 2, 1. Just bask in that for a moment. Allow your body to just process what just happened. Feel the energy. Connect with the spirit that is the essence of you. Just breathe. Enjoy the distance between the stress you had earlier, between the busy mind. Notice how you feel differently, just from your own breath. Take mental note of what this feels like, what you're thinking, what you're feeling to yourself, what you're saying. Notice how your body feels different. Your face, your jaw, your head, your temples. Make note of it so you can come back here and make this your norm. So this becomes how you feel in your baseline, not something you feel once or twice a month or a year, but how you exist. And then for a moment, I want you to think about going out to Sunday, a couple days from today. Looking back over Saturday, Friday, going, wow, I feel different. Something about me is different. I feel at peace. I've had a really good week and I've been patient and empathetic with people and I got so much done and slept well and I was inspired. And I actually didn't even have cravings for junk food. And I just feel better. And then you remember being here and doing this tonight. And you realize that these little powerful shifts in your life can transform the way you exist, the way you experience life, and the results in health you produce. And just take your time and come back to now. And as you do, bring something with you, a totem, a thought. Maybe you grab a thread on your shirt or your sweater. And you just pull that thing, maybe the blanket that you're covering up with on your bed, and allow that energetic totem to bring you all the way back to now, into this room, but hold on to it so that future vision, that future you that's out there a couple days away, so you choose that path to get there. You hold on to it unconsciously. So you make those micro decisions and remember what you've done, the work you've done to get here. And step by step, you're happier and healthier and more impactful in your life and the lives around you. Nice. Great. Let's come back to us, my friend. That was nice. How was that for you?
It's great. Always is.
Yeah, right? Yeah, that
And
was good.
like being on the opposite side of it, I wanted to let people know that we will have the sound and everything a lot more dialed. It was a little bit tough. Your voice was conflicting with the music a little bit and wasn't coming through quite as much, but live we have this dialed in. The sound's great. You won't have a hard time hearing Brett guide you through. So
yeah, we're using, so everybody knows, we're using a computer here where I've got the sound playing back out of the computer into a mic that's here. So we've got that, it's playing against each other. But no, when you're there, it's unbelievable. When you're there, it's, crystal clear, high definition, completely, and like nice headsets in your ear. And you're got a DJ, a professional DJ playing the music right to you and controlling the levels and doing everything. And then I've got microphones speaking into it. So everything it's dialed. Home is not dialed. This is not made for doing Breathwork Journey. You can play one and listen to it. But live, it's not made for doing Breathwork Journeys, because anytime you're doing live, you can't convey sound to another room like that unless somebody's in that space with you. But yeah, the events, when we do them there, they're out of this world. Yeah, hopefully that gave still a taste to some people, what you're experiencing, what you kind of get there. The most important thing is, like we said, like, we're going to make it a really powerful, dynamic experience. Honest to goodness, everybody that's come to us said it's one of the most powerful experiences of their life. It's so incredible, how beautiful, like how we've set it up. So that's no question. But the thing is, that experience is to make it something really memorable for you and powerful. And it absolutely makes it, there's no way it can't be extraordinary, but you don't even have to have that to get the effects. The whole point of this is taking a moment to notice your breath, to calm down, to be purposeful. And when you do, you already start getting the benefits, the health benefits, like, oh my gosh, I feel better. My blood pressure's gone down. My heart rate's gone down. I'm releasing the stress. I'm not taxing my mind with worries and fears. That's what we're really doing this for. We make a beautiful experience of it. But, right now, the point is, hopefully this was not hopefully, but I hope this was a moment in your week. If you haven't had a chance to slow down or stop, a lot of my clients are great friends of mine. We talk all the time through the week, checking in, whether it's personal or professional. And we do breath work together just like this. And they're like, oh, thank you. I haven't stopped for like 4 or 5 days. They're like, I know I needed to. Like I always talk about, right? Like putting like the alarm on your phone that says take a break. How's your breathing? Check your breathing and stop. And they're like, you know what? Honestly, I was so busy. I just blew past it. I couldn't break out of it. I had a meeting. And then we'll do breath work. And they're like, thank you. This is the first time I've purposely actually taken the time this whole week to do this. And it's 5 or 10 minutes, but you all of a sudden you're like, I'm in such a better place. And so hopefully, some people got to experience that. I see several people on here, some people that are friends of mine that have done this and haven't done it. So excited to see what you think of it, and really excited for, what we're going to experience with people very soon. So I'm going to look over on Facebook real quick here, because I've had this one stream here, and see if anybody had any questions or brought anything up on there, because I don't want to miss them. I couldn't have like 12 windows up at the same time while I'm staring at everybody. Let's see here. Oh, awesome. Comments, but nobody's asking questions at this point. They're all just saying, loved it. Thank you. That was great. They're like laughing. LOL. That was me. I finally took a break. Were you talking to me? I finally took a break. Yeah. Just like, it's nice actually having a chance to slow down. Thank you. Know it's going to be an incredible person. Was amazing in Tulum. Yeah. Awesome. Thank you guys. That's awesome. And so, this is kind of what we wanted to do for this evening. Like we said, we just wanted to come on here, answer some questions, give you guys a chance to hear about what we're doing, see our passion for it. We're 29, 30 days away from it, which is going to be incredible. I'm so excited right now about it. Everything. I'm super excited over the next week to create everything, like to finish the kind of like fine tuning, but you guys know us all. Probably if you're on here, you know us in some way personally, or you've been following us or something. So if you have a question, feel free to send us a DM, text us, give us a DM, ask us any questions you got. Go to the Action Mastery page. You can put some stuff in there, but we're super excited to see you guys there. Thank you for joining tonight and sharing your, this part of Friday night with us. Hope it was valuable for you, and super excited. Can't believe this is the first one. We'll be talking about this and looking back soon. A couple months down the road, we're going to be 3 or 4 of these deep, and it's going to be awesome looking back.
It is. It is. Yes. And like you said, feel free to reach out with any questions. You can find me on Instagram, J_Handel or J.Handel, but at J_Handel. And then my full name is Jordan Handel on Facebook. So yeah, feel free to reach out and ask questions, be our friends. That's what this is all about.
Absolutely. And if you guys want to connect with Jordan too, if you go to the Action Mastery page, he's in there. You can go to the followers, you can go to the group and find him in there to write too. So remember his name, remember that, like you should be able to get there, us, message us and all the stuff. If you're seeing this thing, you had to find us somewhere. So if you're watching this, just message us. If you want to have a question for either of us, let us know and we'll make sure that we get it back to you guys. But this is awesome. And anything else you want to say, Mr. J, Magic J?
Nothing. If you feel like vibing out tonight, come on down to Cherie. We're CHERI. It's in the Paris rooftop.
Dope spot.
Super dope spot. Yeah, it's a really nice lounge. Free cover. It's good. Playing 10 to 2. And then tomorrow night I'll be at Nuka in Town Square DJing as well. So
nice.
We're all getting together. The Action Mastery fam's getting together on Sunday. So yeah, beautiful weekend ahead.
You're a Nuclear.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, that spot's dope tonight. Like that one's a really good one. Jerry, I love that place down there.
Yeah.
I'm excited to keep jamming at that place, turn that into a regular spot.
That's what I'm hoping to do.
Yeah. So guys, thank you again for joining us tonight. And by the way, again, the website, I'll put it in the chats. Again, it's on all the pages too. So if you're here, it's in everything you come to from. So it should be hard to find it, but it's Breath House. So it's just breath-house.com. You can go to the link when you go to buy, when it says sign up or register or buy tickets. When you go there, put in the promo code LUCKY and it will give you $50 off right now. And thank you again for being here. Super excited to share this experience with you, and we'll see you in about 30 days.
Yeah, see you in 30 days. Very excited.
Awesome.
All right,
Awesome.
love you.
Have a great night. See you later, buddy.
Peace.
Love you, bro.